I told him when he talks about the one becomes the many and the many becomes the one, if we go back to the eukaryotic cell, which is a society of bacteria that formed the first single cell. That first single cell that evolved duplicated itself and created multiple cells. So what I'm saying is that this right here is the process of how and what everything became from one. And the Cometians and the Africans clearly said that, yo. Everything that the Africans talked about was based off evolution. You know, it was the science that I came to my conclusion that world history is African history. Experiencing the pyramids and experiencing the beautiful beaches in Senegal, Gambia, being a Bantu farmer, you know, dealing with agriculture.
Hey yo, yeah. The shot's going down, yo. We lining it up, yo. Yeah. Pyramids, that's hot. They cost more bread than these rappers got. Cool food, lunar body. I know more shit than Illuminati.
Peace, what up? It's Brother Jonathan. I'm a rock squad up, Magi official. MER Magi, Mishai, you know what I'm saying? Overseer of the Magi. What's up with it? Alright, we need to talk about etiquette in the conscious community. Etiquette in general, but specifically etiquette in the conscious community. Check this out. How can one brother, scholar, teacher, make a telephone call to another brother, scholar, teacher, and record that conversation undisclosed to the latter party, and take that information and make it public via social medias, what have you, in a smear campaign in order to reach one goal, one objective, to have a debate?
Nothing much, man. I just was I was just watching your video on Sinetta channel where you said we need to come out and have a debate. Me, Ali, Abba versus the Amin Ra squad.
I think so.
But how we gonna have a debate and you already ran from me and then Ngozi already ran from me?
Nah, man, you're mad. You're mad. Hey.
I mean, Uncle,
Man, it's all crazy.
you showed up to my house to pick me up. You was scared. You said you was getting Ngozi, and then Ngozi got scared because I bust his ass on your radio show. I mean, when I asked him, did he know the Out of Africa theory? Did he know the Out of Africa theory? Yes or no?
Yeah, man, everybody knows it, but it's not just one person, yo. That's what we were trying to tell you. You was busy having fun.
No. Did you even know the Out of Africa theory, Unc?
And I knew it was more than one person.
Okay,
It wasn't just one person.
No.
It was just one person.
It is one person. See, that's what I'm telling you. You don't even know the Out of Africa theory, because the Out of Africa theory is a theory of evolution.
So where did the white man come from then?
The rhesus monkey.
I disagree with that shit.
I kick ass, you know, and if I get my ass beat, don't mean shit, because, hey, I'm coming back, you know, that's the kind of person I am, you know. I'm thievish, you know, my hands like...
I agree with you, Tahuti. Where he get that at? That the white man evolved from the rhesus monkey. Man, where's the fossil record at to support that claim? Where's the peer-reviewed work on that? What archaeological magazine can we get that? What museum can we go to observe the fossil record on that? What paleontologist back that claim, because obviously you're not. So you got to do like we do. You got to go to the written record where it's peer reviewed. Is it published? What journal is it published in? Please tell us. We want to know.
New discoveries combine to indicate that all the major steps in human evolution took place in Africa. Skeletal analysis of the older humans' forebears around 3 million years ago reveal many anatomical similarities to African great apes. These and biochemical resemblances indicate a common ancestry for humans and apes, perhaps only a few million years earlier. Enlarged knowledge through recent recovery of skeletons of several successive stages in the line leading to modern people show that many attributes or skills by which we define humanity arose much more recently in time than heretofore believed.
Boy, how in the hell does a rhesus monkey 2 foot go from 2 to 3 feet tall, 2 feet tall, to a 5 foot, 6 foot human being? Where they do that at? That's called pseudo. I ain't forgot about that little wiretapping session you had at 1:30 in the morning when you called my phone with the recording device on your phone. Cut off the recording device. But you know what? I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna put this work on your head for being illiterate in the understanding of evolution. So pick your poison. You want Dr. Ben, Charles Finch, Sheikh Andy Diop's, Theophile Banger, John Jackson. Let's see. Let's go down here. Let's go to John Jackson. Man, God, Civilization by John Jackson. Watch him put that work on your head. Class is in session. The brother dedicated the first 3-4 chapters to the evolution and origin of the African, male and female, right? Chapter 3 on page 28. The chapter's called The Ice Ages in Man. See, if you start to understand these glacial periods, you would understand why the African had to mutate. But let's deal with the subject matter at hand. Let's set the record straight. The popular opinion that Charles Darwin was the inventor of the doctrine of evolution is false. There are numerous evolutionists before Darwin. See, numerous, not just the one you keep howling about. But with the publication of The Origin of the Species in 1859, Darwin made the theory of evolution intellectually respectable. After that date, evolutionism became a part of the lore of modern science and hence had to be reckoned with by all thinking men and women. You're not thinking. You're not Homo sapiens sapien, which means thinking man. You're not thinking, son. The bearing of the theory of evolution on the human origins was scarcely mentioned by Darwin in the concluding passage of The Origin of the Species. Much light, said he, will be thrown on the origin of man and his history. 55, page 373. Let's continue. In 1871, Darwin's Descent of Man was published, and in his book, impressive evidence was adduced tending to show that man and the anthropoid apes, is the "and" in that sentence, and, not together, but "and," meaning separately, could be traced back to a common ancestor. Checkmate on that point. So we see that humans, right, and apes, right, humans don't come from apes. They evolved separately. Let's keep going. Most of Darwin's contemporaries judged the continent of Asia to be the most likely birthplace of humanity. But Darwin held that Africa had a better claim to the title of the creator of mankind. So you got Darwin in 1859, right? Talking about Africa being the birthplace of humanity based off of the mammal finds that he found of apes and monkeys. He deduced that Africa was the cradle of mankind and apes. This is when some of our teachers in the community, well, they ain't around yet, but it seems to me they should have read the works of Darwin. Keep rolling. We are naturally led to inquire, this is Darwin now, he asserted, where was the birthplace of man? In each great region of the world, the living mammals are closely related to the extinct species of the same region. It is therefore probably that Africa was formerly inhabited by extinct apes closely aligned to the gorilla and the chimpanzee. And as these two species are now man's nearest allies, closely, if you look at the DNA of the chimpanzee, you'll find it is 89.2 or 3% closely related to the human DNA. It is somewhat more probable that our progenitors lived on the African continent than anywhere else. 55, page 520, and that's called Checkmate. Now, dealing with you, back to you. This is what I'm gonna start calling you. We're gonna start calling you that FBI, CIA, Facebook nigga. That's what we're gonna call you. Cause I can't believe you did that, son. You're done, son. You're done. Sarnetta, get him out of there. Get him out of there, son. You got a rat amongst you, and he's recording all of our conversations. Where they do that at? Man, where's your street etiquette? You done lost your card. Man, Black African power.
Armin Ross Squad up. You got Minister Stinky Enqi, or as I should call him, Minister Stinky Pinky, because the nigga look like goddamn it Pookie off New Jack City. And he's a bootleg version of Pookie off New Jack City with that box haircut. This old ignorant ass nigga is running around here lying, making up shit, talking about people ran. Enqi, your bitch ass sat up there and amped up that price from what I actually originally asked for. I asked for $1,500. You're not gonna catch no Kodak moment off me, motherfucker, and think that you're gonna get me to leave for my motherfucking city. And then after I leave for my city, my rent damn near 9 something, my car note damn near 4 something, and you think you gonna get me to leave for my motherfucking city and my comfort zone to debate your old dry, dirty ass for $500 or $300? Nigga, my original price was $1,500. And when your bitch ass seen that my price was $1,500, your whole ass tried to amplify your price, and after you amped up your price, you asked for $1,800. So I think that Minister Stinky or Minister Pinky Stinky or Stinky Pinky is a fake ass, goofy ass nigga, and you're a pseudo, and you don't make no goddamn sense. You keep talking about William Howells, one of the first Europeans that coined the term out of Africa theory. I don't know if you understand how theories work. In order for you to have a theory, a scientific theory, and as I said on the show, out of Africa theory is a scientific theory.
Go ahead. Let me ask you a question. And I want Ngozi to say something. I would like Ngozi to answer my question. Ngozi, is the out of Africa theory an African theory or a European theory?
It's a scientific theory. It has nothing to do with neither one.
By who?
Period.
Don't run. You on the radio.
It's a scientific theory.
By who? Don't run. You on the radio.
It's a scientific theory.
It has been experimented, it has been tested, and in order to have a theory, you have to test it out, and after you experiment and you test it out, then you come up with the theory. You just don't come up with a theory like a fucking hypothesis. So just because you have William Howells, who was one of the first people to coin out of Africa theory. You have other people that come together that have a lot to do with the out of Africa theory. You have the anthropologist that finds the fossils. You have the people that sponsor it from Europe. So just because you have one person that coined it does not mean that he's the only one, because there's more than one. And out of Africa theory is a scientific theory. Theories are tested out. A scientific theory is tested out and experimented on first before it's even put out there. It's not like a normal fucking hypothesis or some shit like, ooh, I have an idea out of nowhere. No, you test it out, you experiment, you measure it, and then once you test it out, experiment, and measure it, then you come out with the theory or a scientific theory. I'm gonna rock squad up, man.
Why is it that the Ethiopian or certain people from Kenya got the same bone structure or phenotype as Caucasoids? See, when it comes to blood is not that complicated. All you got to do is look up blood, look up different blood types or the different protein expressions in blood type, which is only separated based off certain sugar molecules, dude. I mean, you can't play that game like it's complicated more than what it is. June 5th, we're going to get real scientific. We're going to get real scientific.
Separated based on fungus types.
Fungus types, antigens based off the different, like an A antigen doesn't have a B antigen, the B antigen doesn't have an A antigen. You brought up the issues mechanics.
It's not sugar type.
I mean, whatever.
And
all that has a lot to do. Hold on, dude.
Sugar types either. We're talking about different.
Bing. Hold on. Bing. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold the hell on for a minute. Y'all.
This is why understanding the blood types are important in the relevance to your diet. Because your blood type, and this is why we're going to go into a little bit more into the sugars if we have time. Sugars are what determines the blood type. Sugars are what determines the blood type. Sugars are what determines the blood type.
June 5th, we're going to get real scientific. We're going to get real scientific.
Separated based on fungus types.
Fungus types, antigens based off the different, like an A antigen doesn't have a B antigen, the B antigen doesn't have an A antigen. You brought up the issues mechanics.
It's not sugar type.
Okay, so you have 8 essential sugars, and the sugar chains attached to the blood is what creates the antigen that gives you the rise to the type. We can't even have healthy blood unless we understand sugar.
Correct, because it's not sugar type.
Don't let your dreams fall and shatter all in vain. Just hold your head high and listen to me. I know that the blues ain't nothing but some pain.